Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot. It's time for a spot of music, and it's one of our faves, Praise, with Bola Shadeo.
My days are years if you walk away. I will cry cause I'm not ashamed. If you say goodbye, girl, I'm gonna break. I know my heart wouldn't be the same. Not a line just to make you stay. You'll take my heart if you walk
So you help me understand.
Explain it to us.
Maybe they were running from the cops or
Let's watch the
something.
video.
Oh, no, you forgive me,
No, I
Jess.
was just saying. I was just saying. I like these dark, moody, dramatic sorts of videos, and he does them well. Actually, there's people who try to do videos like this, and they're just like,
And it just doesn't work out,
I'm
yeah.
sad. You're like, no.
But I'm saying
just
now
do a
we're
dance.
making up a story for what's just happened right now, and I'm saying
No, but she's dead in a wedding dress on the ground.
So are they both on the
he's
bike?
He's in a state of woe.
I feel like she ran away from the wedding. She's a runaway bride, and she took someone's bike and she ran off with it. But then he found her and shot her. But now he's feeling bad, so he's like, "Oh no."
Mauli.
I don't think that's what really happened.
What do you think?
Quite
happened?
weak.
What do you? Now he's gone to church to say, "I'm so sorry I did such a bad thing."
He's reminiscing.
Reminiscing.
He's reminiscing. Look, she's back to life here, so he's reminiscing
Maybe
about
this
the
is
story.
heaven.
I just like videos. Well, anyway, I say this all. I like videos
Who
with
shot this? Was this
storylines.
Clarence?
No, I don't know who shot it actually. Is
See,
it
look at that. The
Clarence?
guy's a spirit.
Oh, the
shaking.
girl is a spirit.
Oh, the guy's
okay,
a
like
spirit.
the
Both of
guys.
them.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
Ah,
Look at
okay.
this. Look at this.
You know what I haven't. Okay, I love this video. I like the storyline. I think it looks visually amazing. Styling and wardrobe, I love it. That whole Western theme.
Oh my
I
goodness.
need to have a chat with Praise.
What about his blonde
Yes.
beard?
You don't like it?
I knew you were going
No.
to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
So I'm going to call him and tell him.
You know, it's real when the wig comes off.
When
Yeah.
the wig
Real
comes
when the
off, then
wig
you know
comes
that we
off,
have
yes.
the.
It's kind of like you're shedding your not inhibitions,
it,
but
girl.
you're shedding
Get
the
it.
world just to be yourself in that moment, sort of. I like it. It's just a very different,
This scene
and
right
it's
here.
a very visually interesting, video. Yeah,
That I do agree with.
it's real.
I'm just saying,
You pay
I think my
attention.
storyline is the best. But
You think
but
your
anyways.
storyline is the best?
I opened up the floor to alternative storylines. No,
This is a woman in pain, in real pain. Yeah. Good video, Praise. Excellent video. And Tony Tones is an excellent leading
job.
lady in this. She's very realistic in this. You feel her anguish, you feel her pain. So
I feel
excellent
like I'm gonna
job.
start crying now.
Yeah. It's time for us to bring in today's guest.
exciting times.
Wow.
Alrighty.
Steep.
She is a producer and a lady with many, many talents. Let's welcome Toyosi Phillips.
Welcome, welcome,
Welcome.
Hope you came
Hi.
with some gifts, which you did not.
She did not come with.
Gifts. I'm sorry.
Welcome.
Does she always have
Sorry.
I think she knows she's supposed to come with. How are you?
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. What's popping?
Life, Lagos.
What is popping actually? Yeah,
Where,
with
like
life.
life?
Like what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Before you get into that, can I get you
Grinding.
anything?
Water, please.
Water?
Thank you. Yes. Do
Grinding.
people usually take anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Water. Thank you. What have I been doing? I have been surveying the field, trying to understand Lagos.
Yeah.
I produced a talk show. I did the pilot a few months ago, like 2 months ago. So that should be airing next quarter by the
Okay.
grace of God. So that's my baby at the moment. And then I produced a documentary last month. It's called Decade Number 4. Watch it.
Oh.
Watch it.
Cool. So you do
what's it about?
documentaries?
Can
What's
you-
it?
Toyosi, you do documentaries?
Yes.
I do documentaries. We should work together.
Oh, we should. We
absolutely
should. Yes. So I have that on YouTube, and
Okay.
yeah, that's what's been going on.
I also did a documentary. So we should also-
Okay. We'll start now. He's going to start with his
I
own
believe
life.
you.
Okay, cool.
So has producing always been your passion, or
place it.
Okay, sorry.
Feel free. Feel free.
Has producing always been?
your passion, or what you've always done?
No, it's funny because so I had a talk show when I lived in New York. I produced that, and I was the face of the show as well. And it just made me more interested in the production aspect. And I think I fell into production because there was no one to help me with that show. I was working with a small network TV station. It wasn't even a team. I was working with a small station, and they're like, look, if you want to do this, you do this on your own. There's no one to help you. Listen, I did my own wardrobe, I did my own makeup, I wrote my own script, I invited my own guests, I edited the show myself, and I was just like, okay.
It's a good experience though.
Yeah, it was good. Well, it wasn't good at that time, but
later on you see the value of it.
I was so depressed. I'll be like, God, please, I want to be on E Africa when there's a team. Lord, please send me my team, ABC, all of that. But after that, I realized, like, I actually like it. I like that part. So I don't really have to be in front of the camera. I can actually do stuff behind the camera and, shine from the back. And the front too, sometimes.
And the front too, sometimes.
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer, though?
I like both. I like both. But I like bringing things to life. So I think I like that production part. Yeah.
Interesting. And your move to Nigeria from New York, how has the adjustment been? Because I know that it's often a bit of a challenge.
How long have you been around for?
Yeah.
About 7 months now. Okay. 7 months. Yeah. Yeah, 7 months.
Wow.
How has it been? I think I had a soft landing, so I'm lucky. I have a good support system. I had family and love and life. It's just
that
good.
love is really tricky.
It's tricky about the we're going to find out about that. But we have to take a quick break, guys. When we come back, we'll still be talking with Toyosi Phillips. Stay with us.
Welcome back to The Spot. We are joined by Toyosi Phillips. She is one of the best producers out there. I say that because I like her as a person. So thank you for joining us.
Amen to that. Thank you.
And we're talking about some of the stuff that you're up to. Before we get on to our own, I want to talk about you.
Yeah.
You've moved back. You're doing your thing. You have a show coming out.
Yeah.
What else is big in the life of Toyosi Phillips?
I'm sifting through scripts. I keep getting scripts, movies, TV series, all of that. So I'm just trying to see which one I like enough to be fully committed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for now, it's just a talk show, and then everything else you're just looking.
Yeah, and we're looking for sponsors. We're always looking for sponsors.
Girl,
sponsors are watching. No worries.
Always looking for sponsors, people that believe in the dream as well.
Yeah.
So yes, please, we're here.
We should definitely force her to play a game later.
Again.
I just want to beat her in something.
All right. Well, I think Toyosi is the perfect person for our topic today, which is titled #relationship goals.
Why is she the best? Is she like a, Toyosi, are you like a relationship guru?
I mean, before we went on the break, she talked about, being in Nigeria and just how she had a soft landing.
Oh, wow.
So I don't like how she
was from like there
to
here.
I don't like how she
Let me be honest, I completely missed out
I mean,
on that.
some of us, when we moved, we just it was concrete.
In fact, the landing was like
just fell.
man.
But hers was so soft.
You know those scratchy
She
walls.
Tell us about this soft
She had
landing.
love.
No, I already said that. I don't like how you're sounding.
Zainab has a point here.
I mean, I feel like I haven't experienced this type of love before.
So relationship goals.
Your voice even got
Relationship
softer.
Basically, what she has is
I can't keep a
relationship goals.
straight
Because
face. I honestly can't keep a straight face, yes.
So relationship goals has been like this hashtag that has a lifeline that just continues on and on and on and on. We
never
always
gonna
find
stop,
new
yeah.
people to
goals.
obsess, to goals
Yes.
and stuff. If it's not Barack and
Michelle.
Obama.
Michelle.
I mean, sorry, did I say Barack and
Barack
Obama?
Obama is okay.
Barack and Michelle, or Will and Jada, or
John Legend and his
Yes.
Jay-Z
John
and
Legend
Beyonce.
and Chrissy.
I don't know about that, Jay-Z.
Like, there's always
You don't know about
someone.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, that's not relationship goals.
Seriously, it's really nice
Twins
having you
and a
here,
nice photo
but
shoot.
if you're not careful,
Oh, she's a Beyonce.
Yeah, like, what-
She's convinced.
She's Beyonce's friend.
She's convinced.
Best
no,
friend.
she's her cousin.
we are cousins.
Yeah, oh, okay. I'm
But
really
that's
sorry.
not what this topic is
Sierra
about.
and Russell.
Yes, Sierra and Russell, yes.
And yeah, Sierra and Russell.
Yeah.
Shout out to sister.
Kim and Kanye?
But we're not.
We don't talk about them on this show.
Stop,
But actually,
please.
I like...
Right. So back to relationship goals. Why do we feel the need to attach and I guess create this religion of the perfect relationship and then put a face to it and say, this is what I want my relationship to be like?
Okay, but I feel like people have mentors. You have mentors in your career. You have role models. I want to be like Oprah. Like, I want to sit with Oprah, sit at the feet of, like, after Jesus. It's kind of...
It's not a bad place to stop. It's not a bad place to go from Jesus to
So,
Oprah.
exactly. So if I have, like, mentors in my career, why can't I have people in, like, they're in love and in relationship to look up to aspire to be like?
I think the question that people have is that with a mentor, you can see the results of, let's say, their work, right? But with a relationship, with a celebrity relationship goals thing, you don't know what's going on with these people. You're seeing what they decided to give you, right? So we don't know if Kanye is, you know, slapping kids. We don't know if Jada is like having 70 boyfriends. Like we're clinging on to this thing that the unknown. Right?
So you're saying we can see the career ones, like we can see what Oprah has done.
Right?
But we cannot really. I mean, I feel like if I see a couple, it's dicey. It's dicey.
Yeah.
It's dicey.
Sometimes you people would be goaling wrong people.
Listen, no, this is the thing, right? I think there's a couple of ways to look at it, right? So we are such a celebrity obsessed focus, kind of culture. A lot of people, I mean, the limelight is when the limelight is shown on you, you're shining. Essentially, that's what the limelight. So we're so like, we're just looking at that. We're like, oh, they're shining. Their lives must be great. And when your life has things, you know, aspects of it that are not so great, you look at these people and you see perfectly posed pictures. You see, you know, the homes that they have, the things that they own, and then the relationship that they seem to have, and you're like, I want that.
No, but I think that's on you as the individual. Like nobody, we're well creatures. We all have our own fair share of wisdom. Yeah. Do you understand? Like Beyonce, can I say her name? Of course. Beyonce has proven to us that even her marriage was not perfect. See, that whole lemonade thing just showed us that, listen, there are cracks in this beautifully plastered wall. There are cracks.
I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna ask Zainab.
Were there cracks?
No way she's gonna say no. I was gonna ask if the lemonade thing was a bit too coincidental, but
coincidental in terms of.
Let's not get on this.
That's what I'm asking. I'm not gonna say no. That's so. Let me,
you mean as in it
so she can she's cousins with her. She probably spoke when she was getting pregnant and everything. So
please ask away.
I'm saying it was a little coincidental how she did the whole lemonade. I hate my husband. She's getting girls to leave their husbands and their boyfriends. And then later on, she's like, "Oh, just by the way, like I'm actually happily married and pregnant."
Okay, I'm going to take the answer to that question.
It's time for a break. This is dangerous footing that we're on right now. We're going to see you in just a moment.
I can take that question.
Thanks. Please stay with us.
Welcome back to The Spot, guys. And today we're talking about relationship goals with Toyosi Phillips in the house. And we're going to move on from the trouble that a certain somebody's trying to start in this house.
It's not trouble.
But so we talked about relationship goals and whether or not we think they're healthy. And I want to talk about like the negatives, right? So when this relationship mentor that you have seems to be going through something. So I remember when there were the rumors about Will and Jada getting a divorce, and the way social media, like people just took off their pants, their bra, they were just, man, like, oh my gosh. Like, if they don't make it, it means that love doesn't exist, or it means that...
There's always going to be those dramatic people. Yeah. But, you know, to be fair, when you see something that you feel is beautiful, a relationship, and it's lasted for, you know, a long time, and over the years you've seen children and, you know, fun, cute pictures or anniversary, all that kind of stuff. When it's over, I think it's only normal if you enjoyed the good to be like, oh, it's sad it ended. Now, I don't agree with the whole, I'll never find love because if Will and Jada can't make it, then I can't make it. No, that's a bit extra. But I mean, I get mourning a little bit that, wow, I wonder what could have happened.
For me, I don't get how relationships that have lasted more than 10 years crumble. Like this, what's the name of that? What's the name of that woman that had a huge tattoo of her husband?
Who?
The woman that had. No, Amber.
Is it Sharon Stone? No.
no, it
I said
wasn't-
Sharon Stone.
Some guy.
Not Ozzy Osbourne and
Yeah,
Sharon.
but she had like a huge tat of him on her hand, and they've been together for
Angelina
like
Jolie have a tattoo
even
of
Angelina Jolie as well.
Yeah.
They've been together for like 30-something years, and then they are getting a divorce. I don't
Is it Ozzy
understand.
Osbourne and Sharon?
No, it's not Ozzy. I forget the name now.
You
But
don't
I
understand
guess
why
I
you
don't
get.
understand.
I
After
feel like that's
30
if
years.
anything,
No,
that's
After 30 years, what are you
easier.
looking for again? Right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think that if you've been together for, I don't know, 20 or 30 years and you break up after that, I always feel, well, almost always feel like you've been dealing with something since year one and you've just
You're
been
not
managing and
deciding.
managing. And then something one day in your mind just might say, actually,
You know what? I don't
I
want
don't
this
have to be
anymore,
here.
yeah.
30 years
Pace.
later. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
It
That
happen.
makes sense.
Toyosi,
know?
it's the sunken cost theory. The whole thing about how once we get into something, because we've been in it for so long, we're like, oh, I've already spent 10 years in this job. I can't quit now. Like, so let me just do it for another 10 years, even though I'm unhappy. But the whole sunk cost theory is that those 10 years you spent, they're gone. They're done. There's nothing you can do about it. So the 30 years that you spent in that marriage, it's gone. The fact is now you're not very happy and you're looking at what you want to do for the rest of your
And maybe
life.
they've tried, like, okay, to
Maybe
get
they
better,
have
to
tried.
get better, to get better.
You understand?
And then 20 years later, it's like,
But
no, it's
And
honestly,
you know they say,
honestly, I feel like the whole relationship goals concept is completely pointless.
yeah.
Completely pointless because like she started out by saying she admires Oprah and she wants to be like Oprah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because she's following a person, an individual and a career. So there's structure.
Yeah.
Oprah was she studied at this, she studied at that. With relationships, that's two individual people.
That
From your own
anything
background,
can
with
happen.
your own craziness, with your own
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
There is never a time where you'll be able to look at someone else and there's no point even trying to emulate it.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to just kind of riff off of what Mali said, which is like, when you think about it, I remember someone once telling me that, everybody that thinks marriage is great, like, sure, it's great because, you know, that's your partner, that's your ride or die or whatever. But you don't see a lot of things. You don't see the compromises that have to be made. You don't see when things are tough and you people have to beg from Paul to pay Peter or whatever. You don't see the, oh my gosh, this person is always snoring, or oh my gosh, the toilet seat is always up, or oh my gosh, he farts in his sleep, or oh my gosh, you know, he never puts the tube of toothpaste. And those are little things. And you never see the, oh, this person is really, really selfish. I just have to find a way to deal with that, you know, character
nothing
traits.
is perfect.
No, but-
Nothing
You know,
is
but we
perfect.
make them. That's what I'm saying.
We've painted
Relationship, the
marriage
hashtag relationship
in
goals
such
makes
a-
you feel like things
makes
are so
you feel like-
perfect, so you just want everything
Do you
to be like
do you
that.
think that though? Like if I put up a picture and put hashtag relationship goals, I don't want you to look at my relationship and think my relationship is perfect.
But
Like,
there are people who will do
exactly
that.
what you've communicated, even though that's not your intention.
if at that point traveling, let's say we're in the Bahamas,
Yeah.
we're somewhere,
Yeah.
beach, sea, blue, like picturesque.
Yeah.
That's a goal. Like, please, can I have this every day of my life? Of course, that's not
Yeah.
realistic, but
Yeah.
that particular thing is a relationship goal. Travel with your boyfriend.
But
Yeah.
the thing
What's
is,
wrong with
even
Yeah.
with
What's
a
wrong with
single
someone?
thing like
No,
just a
nothing's
vacation,
wrong
I feel like even that is pointless because you spoke about the farting in the sleep and leaving the toilet seat up. There's people who don't mind that. I know couples who they fart in front of each other and everything. They
Yeah.
like to completely.
What's wrong with
clean their-
farting?
True, we don't have to fart in front
No,
of each
there's
other
nothing
because
wrong with it.
ain't
No,
No,
I'm
healthy.
saying,
I'm
you
saying,
know,
like-
people just think that everything should be just be, oh, everything is perfect. Everything is always like that
Exactly. It
picture
boils down
of
to
you
the-
on the
to the-
beach,
to the
picturesque
individual.
all the time.
So Tracy,
And
you
it's
might even
not.
go on a great vacation with someone
Yeah.
and maybe that's fine, you put relationship goals, but chances are maybe the other person, the guy doesn't like sandy beaches or something else. My point is there's no point even looking at the one thing and saying,
Yeah.
oh my god, they went
That
on that
is
vacation,
everything.
relationship
Yeah.
goals. There's
Yeah.
0 point.
It's
For me, at
it's
least.
crazy.
But yeah, people should be smarter than believing everything is beautiful.
Yeah.
And everything is
No, we
perfect.
ain't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody
they're
needs
not.
to be
That's
more
the
realistic.
Struggles
you
of
know.
social media, but that's another topic.
That's the thing, right?
Social
And that's where it
media
all
is
started.
It all
social
started
media.
on social media. And
No,
people,
there are times I have to drop my phone. I'm like, you know what? I'm putting this phone down because I'm not going to social media can do certain things
started
so depending
doing-
on how you feel.
I started doing this thing
depending
on
how
the
you feel.
Instagram Explore page where I don't actually click the pictures anymore because I'm like, there's no point.
Because everything
There's
looks
always gonna be there's always gonna
There's
oh my
gonna
god,
be
this is so nice.
something.
Oh, that's nice, and then just go on. See some nice wedding. Oh, that's nice, and then just go on.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go on a quick break now. When we come back, we'll be talking about, I guess, relationships that might not necessarily be our goals, but that we like. So we'll see you guys in just a moment.
Welcome back. You're still watching The Spot. We've been talking hashtag relationship goals with Toyosi Phillips. And before the break, Zainab said we would talk about some relationships that we like, even if we're not goals in them, some that we like. And you mentioned one that I like as well.
Yes, John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
Yes.
I like them. I like that they're fun. They make fun of each other. And she's so goofy and he's goofy. Yeah. Well, he's not that goofy, but she's goofy. And so it rubs off. Yeah, it rubs off on him and they're really cute.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know that many celebrity couples. I don't know enough about that many celebrity couples. So let me think about that for a second, and then
Russell and Sierra.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my ultimate. No, I have two.
Who's that?
Remy Ma and Papoose.
Oh yeah.
Are
yeah.
Black love personified.
Yeah.
Then my mom and dad.
Aww.
Then my other mom and dad, Gucci Mane and people laughing like this.
You said mom and, no, you said my mom and dad, my other mom and dad.
I thought she was going to say like stepmoms. I was expecting like a family member, and then I hear Gucci Mane.
Those two.
They do it for you.
Gucci Mane and who?
And his fiance.
Okay.
Keisha Kior or Kayor. I don't know how to say her last name.
But when your husband goes away,
Who do I know?
back.
Who do I know?
Oh, he goes away. He went to jail.
Goes away, he comes back.
And she had made like more.
She had made more money while he was gone.
Talk about parable of the talent.
And they're getting married 7 days after my birthday. I'm just so fulfilled, man.
Yeah, fulfilled.
She made it about her birthday.
That's really quite. Do you understand how you have to be to make it about your birthday?
I agree with you.
Viola Davis and her husband, Angela Bassett and her husband.
Angela Bassett and her husband, yes. Do you know, I like couples who show pride in each other, who visibly support each other and the projects that they're doing, or just pointing out to other people, you see this person? This person has been my rock, this person has supported me, and I'm supporting them. Any partnership, it doesn't have to be a celebrity couple. I know couples in real life that I see, and I think to myself, that's the kind of marriage that I would like, where the husband and the wife both help each other. You're supposed to be helpmates. You support each other in whatever it is that you're doing. One person's working on a project. Okay, fine. Maybe you don't have 8 bajillion to put in there, but you're out there pounding the pavement with the person, trying to raise funds or whatever. Any partnership I see where that is like, one of their main strengths, I love to see that, because I think that's what it's about. Because if you're going to stay with somebody for 30, 40 years, God sparing your life, then that person better have your back.
I forgot one. My pastor.
You mentioned like 6 couples
Paul
so far.
Adefarasin.
Yes, and First Lady.
Pastor Ifeanyi, right?
Like, when I remember the first time that she got on the pulpit at church, and he introduced her and was like, he's been grooming her to just have her first session, and she was very nervous and stuff like that. So she goes up and she gives a great sermon, but at every single time, like, he couldn't even sit down. Like, he would just stand up, and any time that she was kind of tripping up on something, he was there to just say, okay, you got it. I was like, damn. In the way they talk about each other, like, he calls her still waters, because she's just keeping it calm.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes. But what do you think about relationships like Oprah and Stedman?
Shoot, those people know what they're doing, and they got it right.
For them.
Like,
what does Stedman do?
I think he's into business, like financial services or something. I'm really not sure. Like one of those things where he's like into investment, and he actually likes a little bit of mystery about him. He doesn't like the limelight, so you're not going to see them. He might be at that event, but they're not going to do red carpet together. Everything she's done, he's there, but you're not going to walk the red carpet together and do whatever. And I think it works for them.
Conflicted. Like, I wish we all knew, and I'm sorry, I wish we all knew a bit more about what he did. So it's not like he's a house husband or he's feeding off.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No. I don't think he's a house husband at all. I remember the sort of.
I guess when I wrote a book, and then they said Oprah bought all the books, so it became.
I don't believe that. I'm serious. They said she went to buy all the books.
Even if she didn't do it herself. Even if she didn't do it herself, chances are someone in their
fans will. Now. So that's funny. Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean that on its own it wouldn't have become a bestseller. But I'm pretty sure she helped.
Yeah. Michelle and Barack.
A relationship I liked was Bimbo Odukoya, may her soul rest in peace, and Pastor Taiwo Odukoya. Because then she was in front. She was like the one we knew, but we also knew him as Pastor Taiwo, but he let her shine. Yeah. There was no, okay, I'm the woman and I have to be quiet, all of that. He actually put her out there and he let her shine. So I really liked that.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. I mean, I think really, to be honest, just like with mentors, you know how they want you to take the lessons and not so much focus on the person, because any person can make a mistake in their life, but the lessons that they've taken to do whatever it is that it be a success, you take those lessons and focus on them. I think it's the same with relationship and how this hashtag relationship goes. If you see something that you like in a relationship,
Who? Sorry.
no, go ahead.
That was Tara and Fela Durotoye.
Oh yes, they're a beautiful couple. Beautiful. The way they talk about each other is amazing.
And the way they're both successful. You see, so that one, you can see both of them actually flourishing in their
talk about an
different
unsuccessful
fields.
couple that's doing well? Can we try and think of one?
Unsuccessful couple, how?
That is doing well. How? What?
Doing well, how?
As in, they don't have a lot of money. They're just like sitting somewhere in the quiet corner. But all the people we've spoken about so far, either stars or.
No, I said.
And I guess that's how we know them.
Yeah, no, like I know people in my life. I have aunts and
space,
uncles and parents, and you know what I'm saying, that who have solid relationships. But I can't
not
be like, Uncle
Auntie.
Demola and do you understand? People don't know them, so we're just trying to say who they know. But we have to pause. Melania and Donald are not so much my relationship goals, but you guys let us know what you think. We'll see you after the break.
Welcome back to The Spot. Having a great time here with Toyosi Phillips talking about hashtag relationship goals. Should we have them? Should we not? I'm going to let my ladies decide because they don't like the things that... I mentioned Trump and Melania, not because they're the best couple in the world,
But because
I feel like they hate each other, but they've been able to stay together. So I feel like
that's not
but there's
healthy.
A lesson. But there's a lesson in there. There's a lesson in there. You can always find a way to make it work.
No, Mauli, we're not going to teach our children that.
Thank you.
You don't know. We spoke about all the people. Okay, so if we're going to talk about all the people who have great lives, it seems like they have great lives, and we're saying that they definitely have some bad parts in their life. All we're seeing is the bad parts of Trump and Melania. How do we know that behind doors?
If the majority of what we're seeing is the bad part, and then we're saying, oh, I'm sure they have good parts, that's bad. What we should be saying is they have good parts, but I'm sure they have.
So what about the
some
people who
parts.
show us the majority of the good part, but behind they actually have way more terrible
that's
parts?
not healthy.
We're looking at it and saying, oh my God,
we're not saying
because
any of it is good.
So that's what I'm saying. We spoke about the John Legend and the something, and we're saying, oh, maybe they're hitting each other in the back. I don't know this couple. All I'm saying is that maybe it looks like they're having such a terrible time, but behind doors they're playing Scrabble together.
You know what? I get on a bigger sense what you're saying. I cannot, however, agree.
Because of the individual, and I'm going to force you guys
not because of the individual. Let me tell you why. So there are certain things. So there are certain mannerisms. There are certain types of body language that you observe, right? When you're with a couple, it's just like when you're sitting in the car with someone and you brake suddenly. Almost always, your reflex is to go like this, even though they have a seatbelt on. You can go like this just because you care about that person. It's like, oh my gosh, sorry about that.
Trump would not do that.
We've seen his
let that fly out.
I get that. No. I'll be the first person to say that. It doesn't look like they're having the best time.
That's the basic, right? The basic thing is if a car's coming, push somebody out the way. If someone is coming down some stairs in heels, hold their hand just to make sure they don't fall. If that's the basic thing that you cannot do, then I don't believe that the rest of it is going to be great, just because that's a very basic thing.
Because people generally tend to put their best foot forward
in public.
Yes. So if you're not even bothering to do that in public, you are not doing it in private.
But the basic,
so why would he open the door for her to
the
bedroom?
The basic point that we're making here, if we're being truly objective, is that it's not always what it seems.
He likes to
that is correct.
That's the general point that we're saying. It's not always what it seems. What we're seeing is a terrible time. It might not be that. I think it is.
That woman seems
but it isn't.
scared.
We've mentioned so many couples of all these people and we're like, oh, this is so blah, 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 this is so blah, blah, blah. Chances are, it's 50-50, to be honest. Even though we've seen them
How long have they been married again?
Who?
Melania.
It's a great question.
They have a
I'll ask him when I see him at the...
12, maybe 12
They have a
years or so, because they have a 10-year-old son.
Yeah.
So, they were married a bit before that, I believe. So
But way back when we're all friends and everything, they had this little fight and then they separated.
When you were all friends?
No,
with them?
If she can be cousins with Beyonce, I'm pretty sure I can be friends with Trump.
Wow.
So how about we all just
Ashan!
What's the name of this show? I feel like we
Chelsea,
should call it something else. Like
Crazy people and Lamidi and Toyosi.
Crazy people and Lamidi.
Lamidi and Toyosi. That's the name of the show for today.
Oh my goodness. Relationship goals.
Yes. But
Toyosi,
do we have time to play a
relationship
quick game?
goals. Game, okay. I was
what
trying
is
to put
it?
her on the spot.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because I feel like ever since Zainab did that, she ran away so smoothly. Let's talk about your relationship goals and some of the things that you do. You show your goals on? Do you post
I
your
don't
pictures
even
and
do it. I post pictures occasionally, but it's not. I don't put hashtag relationship. Like, please, my own life is not perfect. I don't want anybody looking at me thinking my life is perfect. I have it all put together.
so how do you caption it? Like the love of my life. Or
God is good.
Oh,
Look at God.
fair enough. So what's good? You trying to play a game? Trying to do something? What
Yeah,
do
let's
you
play a
guys
quick
feel?
game. I feel like we don't have a lot of time, so we'll play the easiest game, concentration.
I mean, you can't go wrong with concentration.
You can't go
so-
wrong with concentration. But the thing is, if you get 4 wrong, then you have to do 20 push-ups. Ready?
Wow. Let's go.
How does it go again? I've forgotten concentration.
Concentration.
I just lost.
Concentration.
Let me panic.
Boys' names that begin with the letter T.
okay.
Okay, yeah. So you go. So it's going to go Zainab, me, Mali, then you.
Okay, easy one. Concentration.
Concentration.
Names beginning with T.
What beginning with you? Hold on.
Names beginning with T.
Okay.
Toyosi.
Timothy.
Tosin.
Tyrone.
Toby.
Tyra.
Timothy.
I said Timothy.
Wow. That was actually just terrible. You said Tonton. Strike one.
Okay.
I know, that was tough.
Concentration. Names of... Okay, I will be nice. I won't say anything. Okay. Names of shows on EbonyLife TV. VVIP.
Yeah, no.
The spot.
Moments.
Moment Z.
Something rated.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, out.
something
2.
rated?
That's 2 for you. Almost ready for the push-ups. Oh yeah, your turn.
Whew! I need to sabotage someone here. Concentration.
Concentration.
Names of places in Ghana. Accra.
Start again.
Somebody has to go down. Somebody has to go down. Somebody has to go down. I'm sorry. I actually made it really easy. I didn't even say cities or towns.
He said,
No problem. You will learn
one
today.
for you.
You could have just said Lego and it would have been fine. I don't go down alone, please. I'm sorry.
All right, so your next.
Concentration.
Concentration.
Names of states in America. New York.
What happened?
Do you know what the thing is?
You
when you're always on edge,
You can't function.
the easy
You're like,
ones literally like just fly away.
I already had
Wow.
like 3 in my head. I was like, okay, Texas, Tennessee.
Concentration.
All right, come on.
Concentration.
Names of people that Toyosi knows. Zainab.
Toyosi's mom.
Mauli.
Lalmide.
Toyosi's landlord.
Does he have a? You know
wish
what?
I didn't have a landlord.
You know what?
Because I own the house.
See,
But
yeah.
yeah, I have a landlord.
We're getting ridiculous. It's actually time for us to go. Nobody had to do any push-ups today, so we're very, very happy.
Toyosi,
Thank
you're
you
lucky. I was
guys
trying to
for
set you up.
watching. Toyosi, thank you for coming through.
Thank you guys. I had fun.
Good.
Thank you.
Yay. All right. So we'll see you guys next time here on the spot. Bye.
Toyosi's
Toyosi's landlord.
Wait. Can you imagine?